Yes, thank you, Sharon. I've been joined by York City's sporting director, Dave Penney. Wasn't looking too good at half-time with the scoreline, Dave, but overall, this must be the happiest that you've been as a management team in quite a few weeks.
Well, with what goes with Martin and the players that's coming back, they wanted to make sure for the manager we didn't get beat. Like I said, there was nothing in the game really. To be fair, it was a good finish by Stice in the top corner to give them the lead. Other than that, there was not much in it. Probably better decision making in the final third. We could have got Sean in, I think, at 0-0, but better decision making in the final third, and we probably could have had a few more goals if truth be told at the end. But no, to come here, like I said, what was on the game with Martin leaving here and everything, as I said, that's gone on with it. It's great to come away with 3 points and keep our little run going. And
the passing as well, I thought was much improved.
Yeah, well, I think it's finally clicking with the players what Martin wants. We've seen that in the last couple of games to a certain extent. Perhaps the games against Ferriby gave us that confidence, the players that confidence to pass it. If you look back to the Boston game, it's completely chalk and cheese of how the game is being played, how we want to play the game and how the players are playing the game, sort of thing. So we'll keep doing that, keep working them. It was nice to get Sean coming back in again and make us stronger. Hopefully there'll be a couple more we can add during this little window to make us stronger again. But it's about momentum, which we've got at the moment, and we'll take it into Saturday now.
At half-time, do you think it was maybe going to be another one of those days where you had quite a bit of possession that first half, but not really too much of a cutting edge, and then they get that one chance, a bit of a defensive mistake, and they go 1-0 up?
There's still a long way to go at half-time, isn't there? So, to be fair to the manager, we changed it around. We went 4-4-2, went a little bit, we're saying they're two in the field anyway, so we went a little bit more direct. What we didn't do in the first half, we didn't turn them. And you could see the joy they were having from turning them. Now they only had 3 centre-backs, so we said before the game, let's play them in the channels and let's turn them. And as you saw, Dave Ferguson put a couple of balls in the channels early doors and puts them on the back foot. No defender likes running towards his own goal. So with changing it, we're changing the shape, we look better. And obviously the 2 quick goals helped us, coming out in the second half.
Yeah, the goals at the start of the second half, a decent strike by Sean, I think took a bit of a deflection, and then the penalty. They weren't happy with the penalty. How did you see it?
Well, I think he should score. We shouldn't get to the stage of a penalty. Obviously, we're a fair distance away from it. The linesman, I don't know if he gave it or not, but young Ady, should have sent him off? Possibly. He's going towards goal.
I don't think they can.
Yeah, no, we talked about that on the bench, but we're not quite sure the rules with that. Who knows whether there's a penalty or not? The most important thing is give it, and we scored it. But if we've been really critical, then we probably should have had 3 or 4 more goals, really. Making the right decisions when we break, not being selfish, and passing it to somebody in a better position, not trying to make a name for ourselves. So yeah, that we have to make sure we have a word with that and say, listen, if there's somebody in a better position, then you make sure you give them the chance, and then it's easier. We win 3-1, 4-1, and now you don't have to hang on for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, it happened a couple of times, didn't it, where you had the chance to get a third and maybe a 4th goal. You say hang on for the final few minutes. They had a little bit of pressure, but it wasn't really like that today, was it? You didn't feel as though they were really testing your goalkeeper in that second half.
No, but it's well, there's only 1 goal in it. Then they've got the corners, and we give a few cheap free kicks away, and then there's a long throw. Anything can happen. So I'd rather be sat there 3-1, 4-1 than 2-1, and they've got a chance to chuck the ball in the box. So yeah, we want to kill. When we play like that, and we've played well today, we need to kill teams off and make sure we win 3 and 4.
There was a decent atmosphere here today. We know why there was maybe a decent atmosphere, but isn't it nice to play in a game where there is a bit of an atmosphere instead of some of these away games where you go to, you can't really tell there's a crowd there?
Not very much so. It lifts you. I mean, listen, I was at the old Darlington ground and there was 3,000 people in there, and it was a shocking atmosphere. 3,000 at Bootham's a great atmosphere. So yeah, when the crowd's there and it puts players on the toes, it sends some the other way. Minds they go over the edge and they can't handle it. So it's important how they react to that, because we're going to have that kind of a crowd every week. So, but no, it's a lot better coming here when there's there's three whatever thousand is, and about 800 to 900 of ours, and it's a great atmosphere. And it was great that we could do it at that end in the second half and get them 2 goals, and the players could celebrate with the supporters.
Ask about Johnny Byrne, how is he? Because he looked a little bit dazed and confused for a few seconds afterwards.
Yeah, Stice is a clever player, and he's a handful, shall we say. But Johnny's eye closed up. I think he was okay other than that. He was a bit, I don't think he was knocked out or anything like that, but it was his left eye's closed up a little bit. But that's part of Johnny's game to learn. That's why he's here. He's got to learn that he has to, I don't think Stice has elbowed him. I think he's headed Stice's elbow with 2 episodes, and there is a difference. And you can leave the elbow there for somebody to come and head it. And this is what Johnny and the young boys have got to learn, that these masters of the dark arts, shall we say, know how to play the game. And the more experience you get, the more you learn to read that coming, and more importantly, you can leave one on somebody else as well. And
were you slightly concerned that Hamza may have seen a different colour card to the one he did for the tackle?
No, not at all. I think he's got the ball. I don't think there's anybody, not caught anybody. He's got the ball, and you have to lift your foot at times to get the ball. I don't think there was 2 foot off, was there? I don't know, but listen, there's some strange decisions, and we've got to be smarter in fact as well, because Alex Patterson gets smashed in the first 5-10 minutes, stay down getting booked. Amadi gets smashed, stay down getting booked. We get up when we run off. We've got to be a bit streetwise, a bit nous, give them more nous and get them booked, and they can't do it again.
Sean Newton, a shock to us, I think, that he came straight back in this afternoon. No ill effects from the 90 minutes?
No, not as far as I'm aware. He'll probably be icing it, but as I said to you on Thursday, he trained Thursday. We looked at that, and he trained again yesterday. So he's a club captain, he's a good player, and it's great that he got a first goal from Martin, because we haven't had a goal from him yet. And I don't think we've seen the best of Sean yet. From what I can remember from Guysy when we played against him, there's a lot more to come from Sean, so we're delighted with that.
And Sean McAllister, of course, didn't get on the pitch. I don't know when is his loan up pretty soon?
He's got next Saturday, I think it is. So obviously we're speaking to Middlesbrough regarding that, and then
Grimsby.
Sorry. No, sorry. No, we're speaking to.
Oh, you're talking Patterson.
Middlesbrough for Patterson. Obviously, Johnny Burns done now to the end of the season. Still speaking to Middlesbrough Patterson, and Martin obviously speak to Russ Slade, or I'll speak to Russ Slade regarding what we're going to do with Sean after Saturday.
Would you like to keep him? Because it's hard to have a player who's on loan if you can't get into your team.
I think that's it. I think I don't know. Maybe Sean don't want to stay if he's not playing. I certainly won't. If I'm coming on loan and I'm not playing, then I won't want to stay. But what it was about was Sean coming getting games, which he's got games. But Martin just felt today that it was right to bring Moki in there, because Sayers was the one that runs forward, and we looked at their shape, although they changed it before we played them, that Sayers was the threat that's going to get with Stice, and we felt that Moki could stay with him more than Sean.
And it's best part of 3.5 years, I think, now, since City won 3 consecutive games. Try and make it 4 next week.
We certainly will, obviously. We're at home. They'll take plenty of confidence from that, because like you said, there was a lot riding on it. They'll take confidence from that performance and the result, and we'll keep trying to pick points up, pick wins up.
Brilliant. Many congratulations, Dave. Really pleased.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.